All right, greetings and welcome to the table on the tavern. I'm your host, Leon Jenkins at Leon Jenkins One Gaming, and tonight we're playing some D&D. And because we're playing some D&D, I brought along some friends. We're gonna go around the virtual table now and introduce them in order. Starting off with Cody. Cody's a longtime friend of mine and avid D&D player. I think he's been playing for about 2 years now. Um, and he's gonna write something up in the chat because he's got a jaw issue that he's dealing with. So continuing on, Ryan. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little about the character you've been playing tonight?
Cody actually did go ahead and put up what he's
He normally
saying.
does. So here it is.
Hello.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm Cody, and I have been playing or running various tabletop RPGs for 12 years now. I've been gaming with Leon for roughly 2 years, he told you. Tonight, I'll be playing Rogar Wesson, a dwarf artificer who is an adventurer and on a voyage to the distant land of Chimeria. That is correct. Okay. Sorry about that, Ryan. Go ahead.
hello. My name is Ryan. I will be playing Spencer, a human artificer. We are all on the same voyage, and right now we are surrounded by sharks. So let's see how we get through this.
Indeed. Um, and continuing on, Jessica wants to tell us a little about yourself, a little about the character you'll be playing tonight.
All right, what's up, people? My name's Jess, and tonight I will be playing a character named Shotzee. She's a ranger elf, and she kind of doesn't try to get in trouble, doesn't instigate it, but she will tag along and try and keep people alive. But yeah, and she's not very good with stairs. Just throwing that out there. So it's good that we're on a ship.
Right on. Thank you. We'll also be having a Siobhan a little bit later. She's in a work meeting slash Zoom call currently. Um, I need to turn on some light. Hold on one second.
What are you doing?
All right. So, thank you there, Ryan, for giving me a little segue there. Um, in order to get started, we like to take a look back to see what we were doing the last time that we were playing. And so I asked that the characters or the players do that so that I have an idea what was most important to them, what stood out to them. Okay? So, with no further ado, uh, I'll open up the floor for you guys to do your recap, and I'll fill in the blanks as I normally do.
Well, I was not present, so I will just be a listener right now. So, fella, fill in the holes. Gaps. We kind of put him on the spot there.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a coughing fit.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm just
Maybe.
a little bit sick tonight.
Oh.
So we was last session we started on land, correct? Or did we start in the sea?
Last session began on a sea voyage. It was a continuation of a sea voyage.
Okay.
So you
That's what I
had
thought.
already
So
completed the first day, and we're on the
yes.
second day.
Gotcha. All right. So we're at sea. We found out that Zill is in possession of the cursed axe, which is sapping away at his life. We outran a kraken Um, and we are surrounded by sharks. Those are the main points that I can recall.
All right, right on. There are a few other things that ended up happening, but some of them were a little more personal to some of the characters that are not here. One was a conversation between Virix and Zill, but you had a very curious conversation with Zill as well. One referring to when he was addressing the crew about how he knows he's not trusted and so forth, but trying to set them at ease and so forth. And you guys spotted something on his arm, a mark. This mark was one that you guys recognized as from the axe that Quarter left with.
That is
Oh.
correct. Which leads us into the having the axe part. That all it was a tense moment that led to another tense moment of me basically yelling at him that he's trying to kill himself again using the same means that he did in the other universe. And
The other plane. Oh my god.
yeah.
So yeah,
And then that led to a continuation of Siobhan yelling at him about he is throwing his life away and lovey-dovey stuff that I don't feel like getting into and get out of my fucking room is how it ended.
um,
Oh my goodness.
so with that, Cody also adds we have a new crewmate, the kidnapped guy. Ran
Oh
from a
yes.
Kraken. Zill has the cursed axe, saw whales, a bronze dragon, and now surrounded by sharks. What appeared to be a bronze dragon, it was technically a bronze orca. Well, not completely bronze. It had showings of bronze upon it that were telling that it might be something more than just an orca. Um, but yeah, for sure, it probably was a more than likely was a bronze dragon. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and get into this week's session, and I think Shotzee,
Aye, sir.
you are in your quarters. Hold on,
Okay.
gotta find it now.
I'm in my
Oh
quarters
boy, yeah,
on the
I'm
ship.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gotta find the right note. I have a lot of these things, and so finding the right one is sometimes a thing.
You don't say. I misplace shit all the time.
Should be a letter, message. No, letter.
Oh god.
Maybe
I can
it's
almost see
this.
and feel where this is going.
Oh yeah, the letter.
I bet I do. Certain. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Just
I'm
gonna
so
let it
sorry.
play
It's my
out.
fault for mislabeling it. I think is what I did. It was. It
It's
was.
all right. We
Granted,
can say she threw out the letter.
granted, it was from a couple weeks ago, so or at least a week ago. So I've done a lot of stuff since then. So forgive me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't delete anything. I just have to
What's
find
it do
it.
with your crown?
I may not have named it. What is this? No. No, this is old stuff. That is old stuff, but that's why I started naming things.
That sounds so cool. I should have got one. That's pirate booty right there. One free game. And Sugar Creek didn't offer that. They just like, okay, they
So my whole one, yeah,
what?
I know. You're supposed to get more than yeah, have one.
Oh, I got two back today. That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. Got the one.
That was crazy.
So
Nope, that's for later.
What are you doing?
Trying to find a PDF.
Not you, Sarah. So talking to the fur baby.
That's for this week. So we're not going to get to that this week because
I don't think I need a weapon, Cody. I'm a druid. I got a magic. And my staff is pretty awesome.
let me go by date then.
It's not the coolest staff I've ever had, but it's pretty cool staff.
I know it's in here.
What are you doing?
no.
Puzzle? Puzzle.
Hey, girl. Hey, welcome to the party.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Just did the recap.
Oh,
What the
man.
cheese? Oh my God, girl.
Okay. I know another way of fighting it. I have a Google document set up with it too, so I'll just use that. All right.
It has eyes.
So we just finished doing a little bit of a recap of what happened last week. Do you have anything you would like to add to the recap, Siobhan?
As Virix threw a little temper tantrum and got into a tiff with Zill, and he kind of said, "All right, if you don't want me to do it, you handle it," and left the cursed axe in her and Shotzee's room.
That did happen.
Oh, yeah, that's news. Well, so the axe has made its return.
Virix has it now.
Oh,
That should be comforting, right? I apologize. You just got to give me a moment to find this document. That's my problem with my notes. I don't actually make notes for like this week and then that week and then that week. I make notes for the person when it becomes relevant. There are some things that I make beforehand, some things I don't, and sometimes I have them for a long time, and I'm like a little kid that really wants to play with my toys, but I have to be really patient, you know. Okay, so. Found it.
I bet you I could stick that under the bed. She was all over the bed.
So, Shotzee, as I was saying, you are in you're in your room. You lay down on your bed, and when you do, you put your head on your pillow to relax, and you hear some sort of strange crumpling coming from underneath your pillow. You reach your hand underneath and find a letter in an envelope that is unsealed.
Unsealed? That's very odd. I think I shall investigate further.
All right, you open up the letter and you find a bit of paper. The paper itself is not fancy. The ink not expensive. And it's not written in careful handwriting. It looks like it was written and rewritten and then folded several times before finally deciding that it was good enough to go in the letter and so forth, whatever. Like someone really worked on this letter. Okay. The writing is surprisingly neat for someone who clearly doesn't write very often. So it's legible, you know, for someone that looks like they haven't been writing very long. Letter starts off, it says, Shotzee, I do not know if this letter will reach you. I asked someone to bring it to you because I was not sure you would want to hear from me after what happened. Maybe that was cowardly. You told me once that I was strong. I think I misunderstood what you meant. I thought being strong meant being able to lift heavy things or to fight and to endure pain. I thought if I was strong enough, I could stand beside you. But I was wrong. The world is much bigger than I ever knew. When I left my island, I thought I understood the world. I thought there were just people who lived there, people who lived somewhere else, and the ocean was simply between us. But I was wrong. There are kingdoms, cities that can touch the sky, magic that I cannot explain, people who have spent their entire lives fighting battles I didn't even know existed. When I heard about the train, I thought the stories were all lies. A machine that moves without horses? How can that be? Impossible. And then I saw it. I realized something. I was not ready for this world. When you and your friends left, I thought I needed to follow. I thought I was protecting you. I thought I was proving myself. But now I see I was only proving that I did not understand. You were right. I should have stayed with the ship. I should have listened. But I want to thank you. Not because you saved me, because you showed me something I needed to see. You showed me that strength is not just what you can do. It's knowing what you cannot do yet. I do not know where I belong in this world. Not yet, but I will. I will learn. I will see more. I will become someone who can stand beside you, not behind you, and not someone you need to protect. The next time we meet, I hope you see a different me. Not the boy who chased after a story he did not understand. Not a sailor trying to prove that he belongs. But someone that's earned its place. Someone who can stand beside you as your equal. Until then, be safe, and please, try not to get yourself killed. I would very much like to see you again. Signed, Morui.
Well, I can only honestly say I've got a tear trickling down my cheek. Oh. Well, I would say Shotzee would take a deep breath, kind of a sigh of relief, and having a proud moment. I feel proud of this young man. And kind of entertaining the thought of what it will be like if I do get to see him again.
Nice. So, not long after that, you hear a call from above deck. Sharks! Sharks! Which brings us back to reality. The moment that we're at. Okay? So you guys all are up aboard the ship when you guys spotted some sharks that were incoming. What appears to be a large number of sharks, in fact. But you're not aboard a ship without a crew that can handle themselves. Okay, so Rick, calls for all the crew to get together and start the oars underneath and so forth to give the ship additional speed. Okay, try to go full sail, catch a slipstream, and try to get this ship moving as quickly as possible to get out of the threat area of these sharks. See if you can outrun them, like you did the Kraken. Okay, so we're gonna need a D20 roll. Someone can roll this from the party, and you get a +10 for the experience of the crew for this endeavor.
So who would like to do it?
I got it, if that's okay.
That's okay with me, as long as you do good.
Yeah. I rolled a 16 on the die.
16.
Nice.
So that'll be a 26 total. Okay. So 2d4. Go ahead and roll that for me.
Sure. Let me just search for 2d4. I'm just rolling all the dice. That's a 4 and a 3.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I only had 3d4 and I rolled a 4, 4, and a 3. The first two I found were a 4 and a 3, so I'm going with that.
all right. Yeah, 7. 7's good. So as I said, you're actually doubling your movement speed. Okay, which also means you're covering a larger amount of area in a shorter amount of time. And during this short period of time, I'm not requiring you guys to roll a random encounter because not very much of the sea is going to be able to keep up with you. So this is basically in these 7 hours that you manage to keep going full speed, you also cover distance for 15 hours because you're going double speed. So I've already marked that on your thing. Okay. So essentially, if you're wondering, well, what is an hour? An hour is not a mile, is it? We're not going a mile a minute. No. Mile an hour.
I don't think any of us sounds like that, sir.
But you're also
Why?
not
Because I
going.
brought that up last session. So you're trying to clarify now.
But you're also not going a couple hundred miles an hour either. Typically, a ship of this nature, a cruising speed is between 10 to 15 miles an hour, and then getting that thing up to speed can be, some ships, certain times and stuff like that. I did look back on it to kind of get an idea. So you guys would be traveling on average about 15 miles an hour, give or take. Okay, and then when you go and push that thing full speed, you're going around 30 to almost 40 miles an hour, which is actually booking if you think that you're going just by paddles and sail, just air, wind, and sail. That's pretty quick. Okay, so anyway,
hauling ass.
hauling ass, indeed. So with that said, go ahead and roll another percentile.
Who would like to do this? I won't hog all the rolls.
Do it.
So
See what I can do here.
and now that we're not in combat, and you guys did technically have a 7-hour window of stuff, Shotzee was asked by Cody if you wanted a +1 weapon while you wait. Apparently, he is he's that the photos in an hour at Walmart. That's Cody. Only with weapons.
Right. I think I did address that. I told him, I'm a druid with magic and I have a pretty cool staff, so I don't really need a weapon. But I did say,
She said she is a weapon.
that's right.
Okay.
Hold on,
Did
let
you
me
want gloves of
Oh my goodness.
pickpocketing?
79.
79. That is an encounter. So, this will be the very first roll on my brand new encounter table. I'm a little bit
What
excited.
joy.
So, unlike the previous aquatic encounter table, this one is going to require you to roll a d20.
All right. D20. I like the way they've reset up their. Oh, that's nice. 13.
All right, let's see what she's won.
Oh boy.
A brand
number.
new Kraken.
Please roll 4d6.
That's 24 Krakens.
Don't even close the funny.
It's not a Kraken with those numbers, I can tell you that.
11.
11. Okay. 11. Very good. I thought you rolled a 24 for real. I was like, I didn't even think you could do that. that's really hard to do. I was like counting up dice in my house. Like, it's 46. 6. Well, I guess technically you could roll 24, but that's like full damage. Okay. What is this? Oh, cool. We're going to have a Cody, and what appears to be about 15, 20 minutes. Another Cody. A second Cody. Okay.
Earricks.
The second coming of Cody?
The second coming of Cody. All right, so you rolled, 11. Very good. So with that,
No.
Go ahead and roll perception checks.
Perception.
It's a 16 for Virix.
Okay.
13 for Spencer.
She
So
got a 16.
16. So for a new thing for this encounter table, it's not listed anywhere or whatever. It's kind of a thing for me. Cody heard a 4. I'm going to also require you to roll a d4. Now I'm going to explain to you what this d4 is for. The d4 tells me the attitude of what you've rolled. Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you what roll means what, but there is a non-aggressive to aggressive.
Okay.
So I'll need
D4,
someone
right?
D4.
Three.
Okay. So with that, those of you that rolled over a 10 for your perception, notice that the waters of the ocean, although you have started to come to a new base speed, slowing down a bit, as it were, seems to be moving a bit still as it bubbles and toils. Off in the distance, you start seeing things start emerging from the deep. These beings, at first you see fins and won't think those sharks were coming after you, but you see them rise and they look more humanoid. These seem to be some sort of merfolk. They seem to be about 100.
It's Shark Boy.
Right. They seem to be about 120 feet out. Okay. They have tridents, okay, and other types of weapons of that sort. And they seem to be, lobbing tridents in your general direction, but not at you exactly, okay? Like you don't. It looks like they're purposely short arming them, like they're coming up a little bit short, and you can hear them crying out to you, okay, and in common, okay, to get out of here. This is no place for your type. To leave now or regret.
Oh, look, we got the racist Little Mermaid happening.
It's okay, we will leave. Bye-bye now. Have a good day.
Okay. So you leave their merfolk to whatever merfolk business they had going on. Obviously, they didn't want you around. And so you continue making your way. Go ahead and roll me another percentile.
Cody's got it. I think.
93. Go ahead and roll a d20 then.
Ooh,
A 20.
nice.
You rolled
Great.
20. Okay. Yeah. So, as you're, making your way, keeping, out of the range of these merfolk, as they're like, get on out of here, get off my lawn. You're like, yes, your lawn is rather large, but sure, why not? I don't know where your lawn starts. It doesn't really have a sidewalk, but sure, we're going this way. You guys notice something strange. The water continues to boil a bit, and you see one of those merfolk suddenly just boop, disappears, right? And then you see another one boop, disappears. Go ahead and roll a perception check if you guys would like.
What the crap?
It's gonna be a 19 for Vurix.
8 for Spencer.
14 for Shotzee.
Okay, so Vurix, you catch Ryan checking out Zill's butt. Okay.
Sorry, it's just so plump.
But the rest of you guys notice that each time one of those merfolk gets, they're being dragged under by something rather large, and you can only see it for a moment as a tentacle, a very large tentacle, slick black, reaches up out of the deep and just grabs a merfolk and drags them under the water. And immediately, Shotzee, because you have this need to deal with this thing, you recognize this tentacle.
Oh yeah, of course I do.
It is in fact a kraken, and it is eating the merfolk.
Well,
What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to tell him, it's the Kraken. Again.
Kraken's occupied eating merfolk like popcorn.
Yeah, keep passing by.
Maybe if they would have been nicer, and not been like, get off of our land, and been all racist hating people. Yeah. They could just stay in their yard.
But
we're gonna cross the tracks.
But did you consider that they were telling us to get out of here because they knew there was a kraken?
Maybe
And that they were trying to
aggressive.
save us?
Maybe they could have just said that.
Maybe I didn't roll a kraken until afterwards. Fuck off. Either way, this is the situation now. You got a bunch of merfolk out there being eaten by kraken like it's popcorn. The question is, what would you like to do?
Thank you for the sacrifice.
I don't remember anyone signing up to be heroes in this group, and I know Zill ain't. But what are you all doing?
Well, I don't have anything on me to combat a kraken, even though I do not like this particular kraken.
That's a tall order, a kraken. Yeah. You guys just have like a spooner. You're not even like a man of war.
Yeah, we should just, keep moving.
Yeah, we should
on.
all continue spooning each other away from here.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Black Flag, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Yeah, so a spooner, okay, to give you reference, those are the little ships that you blow up like easy peasy in that game. Those are spooners.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you guys have. It's a very small ship. Okay. Only about 10 to 15 men on the crew.
Wait. Are we big spoon or little spoon?
You're hopefully a fast spoon. Go ahead and roll a percentile. As you're all you're granted, you guys, I'm going to give you guys an option here. I'm going to give you guys an option here. You guys can, in fact, ask the crew to push the envelope once more, pick up speed, and let's go. However, this is going to also have the crew a bit tired, and at some point along the venture, they're going to need to take like a short rest, about 8 hours though. It's more like a long rest. They're going to need to take a long rest in order to continue, because this is keeping. Basically, imagine you guys have 2 crews. You guys have a day crew and a night crew. Okay, we're going to get a little more depth with what you guys have as far as a crew goes. Okay, but and so when you guys are moving full speed ahead as fast as you can, you've got every available man on that crew doing something, whether it's using the oars or making sure you got full sail, you know. But every member of that crew is working at that point in time, you know. So it's like working double overtime, basically, is what you'd be asking them to do. Or you guys can just continue on the pace you are and hope for the best.
Not looking to push the crew to their extreme full limits like that.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and roll another percentile then to see if anything else comes to play.
Roll for playtime.
Siobhan?
Yeah, I can roll it if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, sure
We all
thing.
took a turn. It's your turn. You do it, girl.
It's going to be a 47.
Nice, that's a no encounter. All right, so you guys continue
We get to get away from that cricket.
making your way. Not so on and so forth. So, quick question. You can go around the proverbial table now. You know, Virix, how are you feeling after your conversation with Zill last week?
Not great. I mean, Virix has been very much just kind of keep into herself, staying busy, helping with like ship maintenance and just busy work and tasks. She's still pretty upset about it. She pretty much just like kicked the axe under her bed and hasn't thought about it or looked at it since then. She's by no means broken up with Zill, but she also hasn't been particularly friendly with him or invited her, or she's not invited him into her bed since, which to be fair, I think in game it's only been like a day, but still.
Yeah, I get it. So, you're on board the ship, as you say, you know, doing your remedial tasks and so forth, you know, keeping your mind off of things. As you go up top, you see him sitting on a barrel. He's watching the horizon and cleaning a dagger of some kind. So I always include these things, but I never ask you to roll. If you want to, you can roll an insight check on Zill if you like.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight check. That is a 17.
You notice that almost every time you find Zill, he's normally, you know, sullen silence, always doing something with his hands. It's as if doing something with his hands doesn't give him time to think or search his feelings, like he uses it as a conduit to just keep his mind off of things and focused. But he's over there toiling by himself.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
So, is there anything you are doing with that? Daddy, chill.
The urge to walk up to Zill and say, Daddy, chill, fighting it.
He'd be like, Dad.
You don't have to. I can move on.
No. I guess Virix is gonna like walk up and maybe like sit next to him. She's gonna say, the crewmen say it's supposed to be cold tonight. I was hoping you'd join me in my chambers. Keep me warm.
See,
I miss
Wait a
you.
minute, don't we share a room?
he looks up and he smiles at you. He says, hey, looks a little bit startled. He says, sorry, love, you caught me thinking about that Morui fellow. Seems to change the subject immediately. Wonder what trouble he's gotten himself into now.
Can't be any worse than the trouble he would have gotten into with us.
He looks around the ship. He says, it's kind of funny not seeing him among these island boys. Plenty of his friends, though. Gives a bit of a wink. Good people, terrible liars. But island times, right? Good times.
You can say that again.
So,
Can't even that one.
okay. Well, you know, I don't know necessarily what I would do without you, Vix. But I do know one thing. You'd probably live a lot longer. He says, I've been surviving impossible situations since before half the people in this world were born. I always have a way out, if you know what I mean.
Virix kind of like takes a second, and she's not like looking at Zill. She's looking over the horizon. She says, "You claim I'd live a lot longer, but I can count more than a handful of fingers worth of times that I wouldn't have lived if you hadn't have been there."
She says, let's take a walk, shall we?
Virix gets up and says, "After you."
I made a whole bunch of different dialogue options, but I forgot to put the right heading on them, so I'm trying to differentiate what's what here. So I wasn't really sure how the conversation was going to go, but I knew that there was going to be a conversation. I had a feeling that there was going to be a follow-up of some kind. I didn't think you were going to leave it that way.
Just do as we do, improv.
I have certain things I have to add. Certain things I have to
Gotcha. Certain things.
But
chill.
but don't worry.
Please.
You know, we've all got our
Yep.
own little things that we've got to do, and I always stay safe. So, like I said, I do have some business I must do once I arrive in Chimeria. But don't worry, I have all your stuff set up, meeting and whatnot.
That's one.
Um, but I've already arranged the meeting. The people you're looking for already know that we're coming. Just thought you should know that. They deal in Veldust, information, and other things that ruin a perfectly good lives. You know, all type of folks. Look, I'm not really sure how to do this, Vix. Be completely honest. You know, he looks, pointing at you and him. He's like, this. You know, the whole. I'm fine with when people curse my name and tell me I'm no good and look at me shady and whatnot. It's the way you look at me that disarms me. It's the fact that I know you're always going to be worried about what trouble I'm getting myself into or gotten you into. And I'll be worried about what trouble I'm dragging you into. It's all just... It's not easy finding this in our line of work. You do understand what I'm saying, Vix, right?
I do.
Now, I'm not saying the thing that you think I'm saying, like I don't want. Of course I do. I can't remember the last time I wanted anything more. But I also know that all things come to ends. Even us. We'll all dwindle to nothing. Nothing but dust. The only thing we really have in this life, Vix, is now. And now, I like where I am. So have you given any thought about the axe? About what you want to do with it?
Not much. When I look at it, I see this cursed thing, and to know that you had to wield that and to bear that weight, it was like I could see the tally of years slipping away from you. And within that, I saw every laugh we've ever had together, every wound that we've stitched up for each other, and every quiet night. And I remembered that this cruel world somehow allowed me the blessing of getting to know you beyond this roguish madman behavior that you present yourself as.
I tell you a secret,
I don't care.
Vix?
Of course.
You're the softest, cold-blooded killer I've ever seen.
Virix kind of like punches him in the arm, and she's like, "Don't tell anybody you ever said that." And she says, "I'm only soft for you."
You can roll another insight if you like on Virix and his behaviors.
Ooh, that's an 8.
He's a funny guy.
He's just joking around, just having a laugh.
It's not like he always makes jokes when things get serious. He can't have a serious conversation. So with that, Erix. How you doing there, bud?
Yes.
Glad to have you aboard.
Sorry, I was running a little bit behind, and then when I joined, nothing wanted to work, so I had to restart everything. I could see y'all's lip moving and y'all laughing about something when I entered, but I was like, I no clue what you're saying, guy. I'm sorry.
Laughing about your
Oh, Daddy, chill.
daddy chill.
Daddy, chill.
Enter a room, it says, Daddy, chill. That's a Johnny thing.
So as you're aboard this ship doing your thing, you know, whatever it is you do. The ship
Wizard stuff.
the ship moves
Or warlock.
quietly. Ship moves quietly through the water. The creaking of wood, the gentle sway beneath your feet. The voices of the crew carrying through the halls. Then something changes. Not suddenly and not violently. It's just a cold that just moves over the ship like so suddenly. The kind of cold that doesn't seem to come from the sea, just seem to materialize out of nowhere as your breath begins to crystallize as you breathe. Your breath appears before you as you're breathing.
What season is it, right? Like normal.
It's like I think it's like spring, you know, almost summer.
I was like, it seems a little out of it because you've never said it's a bit chilly. You should probably put on a sweater or something a little heavier. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing my. That's why I looked at you. I'm like, what?
So you notice, you know, as you're looking around for clues, you look at the lantern beside you and you can see that the flame flickers and then it freezes. Not as though it's extinguished, but like it's frozen. The flame itself hangs motionless, trapped inside the glass lantern. A strange silence follows. A silence so complete that even the ocean outside seems to have stopped. Like you don't hear the waves, the creaking of the ships anymore. You see a sound does break the stillness, though. A basket falling, fruit spilling across the floor, an apple rolls and then stops just before it hits your foot, perfectly suspended inches from your boot in the air.
Dude, that's not natural.
You look around and you see the crew themselves are frozen in time. One person has their hand reaching out for something. Another person's mouth is half wide open in mid-talk. The world is paused. Then the lantern dims. Because something seems to be entering the room. Darkness spills into the space. Not shadows that cascade on the walls. Darkness. The kind that exists where light has never reached, as though it is enveloping the darkness itself to the point that the flame strains.
Oh. I can hear.
Then you see the dark creep across the floor, up the walls. It swallows the lantern's glow, only until the faintest ember remains, and then the smell hits you. Old earth, cold stone, rot, death. The darkness gathers in the middle of the room, taking shape, as though sucked back together. A silhouette forms, tall, graceful, impossible to mistake. The darkness folds away like a cloak, revealing the dark figure beneath. A dark elven woman stands before you, beautiful, elegant, composed. A woman dressed like royalty. But her eyes, they seem to pierce through you. Eyes that don't seem to look at you, but into your very soul.
You never cease to, amaze with your description, sir. I've got goosebumps and my spine is tingling. Thank you very much.
I do what I can.
Appreciated.
And with that, she smiles warmly.
Wait. Normally?
Yeah, I agree. That
Warmly.
was a chilling description.
Thank
Very warm smile falls over her face. Hello, Erix. Apologies for the intrusion. Her gaze drifts around the room. The crew will not remember this conversation.
Will I?
Of course. You're the one that's
I
important.
don't know how this works. Can I roll for a history to see if I recognize who this is?
Absolutely.
Or an arcana? I'm waiting for my thing to load up. I don't know which one would be better.
I can tell you, you know who this is. This is the patron that gave you your power that you now
No.
possess. This is Lady Val, the goddess of death and knowledge.
So
Really?
above game.
Herself.
Is this the first time that I'm actually meeting her? Was she like an angel investor up till this, or were there
Great question.
interminglings?
Great question. You communed
wanna-
with her at one point in time, but in doing so, you traveled to a realm far beyond this. One that the Shadowfell itself. You went to her world and communed with her, and from there struck a bargain with her to not only give you power, but would allow you to exist within that world that was draining your life from you.
Oh yeah, there's that effect. I forgot about that. Just slowly saps you as you're standing around. No
Yeah.
big deal.
No big deal. Sure, it'll be fine.
What's half your lifespan? My lady, I give a little bow. I am physically distraught at this point because, last time I came to her, there wasn't the whole creepy shadow, trying to possess my soul and freezing fire solid.
I've been watching you. Your choices, your loyalties, your curiosities.
Oh, no, not those. Those I try and keep hidden.
She takes a step closer to you. And I must admit, you're proving to be a far more interesting than I initially anticipated.
Well, as you accrue knowledge, it's only, a custom that someone's going to take interest in you. As you know, I want as much knowledge as this world will give me.
Knowledge is power, my friend. I have a small request, if I may humbly
I was wondering if this was business or pleasure.
I
little bit
think
of both.
I believe it's one that you may find reasonable.
Oh, my lady, as far as our dealings have, you've been very reasonable with me, so ask away. What can I do for you, my lady?
Your prisoner, the soldier.
How about
Tell
him
me-
again?
Tell me, Erix, have you considered what happens to him when you return him?
Yeah, I was going to approach that with one of my comrades. I just didn't think it was a whole group decision. But I feel like we should, at least two of us, help him to get where he needs and figure out if it's going to be a threat or not. I had already I don't know about you, but if I got kidnapped in the middle of a fight and was held prisoner, just brush it off my shoulder, I'd be a little pissed. So, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. And if we do deem that he is a threat, I was hoping one of my comrades would help me escort him home.
You know, few know that he survived than the ones that do are amongst you. Fewer still know where he is. His family.
Is he like one of the top like commanders or
He was a sergeant at arms. Right?
Okay, I was like, he was a little bit up there. He was an officer or something.
His family has mourned him. Terra Nova has honored him. They have
But yet
been
they still
compensated.
buried an empty casket.
They have been compensated for their loss. His name is already being written into history. Returning him is not the simple kindness that it appears to be. It is reopening wounds that have already begun to heal. Sure, they will have him back. They will have to watch him struggle with what he has endured. They will watch him explain to the children why the hero they buried returned broken. And they will, and their support they were granted by his death will be severed.
Ooh. That sounds like that could, above game. That sounds like that it could impact some other decisions there. Him, that's one thing, but that's a whole family of innocents.
She's taking
When you say that, X kind of looks and raises an eyebrow, and he's like, "See, that leaves witnesses, and witnesses want revenge. You're just swaying me more."
So she takes a step closer to you. There is another option.
Hmm?
The burden can end for everyone. Do you know
said
of...
everybody's trapped right now, right?
Sorry?
Did you mean like right now while you have everybody trapped or frozen?
Let
don't
me
know.
finish. There's, hold on. There's more to this. You're probably going to want to hear what she says, okay? All right? You know of this mysterious axe aboard your ship?
I've heard of it. I haven't physically seen it yet, though.
Do you know what it does?
I know it's got a really nasty curse on it. As far as the extent of it, no, but I know it's afflicting one of my crewmates. And apparently he's on track to do some stupid stuff if he relives other paths.
The axe is a tool. A hammer builds.
Sorry.
A blade cuts. A key opens. Every tool has a purpose, but this one has a memory and remembers every hand that ever held it, every life that it ever claimed, every promise made through it. The first blood creates the connection, and after that, it learns you. And you learn it. Power, understanding, unity. She says, use the axe. You have, of course, watched Zill carry burdens that were never his, and you have watched him pretend sacrifice was his strength. You have watched him slowly lose himself. Perhaps that's what you admire about him. Perhaps that's why you follow him. Take the axe. Use it. Not out of cruelty, not out of hatred, but purpose. Take the strength it offers. Take the burden from Zill. Take this soldier's suffering. and turn it into something useful. Tell me, Erix, after everything you've seen, do you still believe loyalty means obedience?
To be honest, I was a little iffy on that in the beginning because I've watched some of the bravest and most honorable men turn under the right circumstances. So loyalty really doesn't outweigh gold or promises, if that makes sense. Loyalty is as air. It's a commodity.
And Zil no longer knows where his loyalties belong.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
Take the axe, remind him, not everything is on him. Not even I see his troubles. He's conflicted. He has much to lose now. So much that it clouds his judgment. He was once a man with no fear, and now he fears to lose everything. Take him of that burden. Take up the axe. Grow your bond by killing the soldier. Relieve him of his burden. And
My
then
lady.
come into your own purpose.
What of the affliction, though? From what I understand, it means to take my life if I wield this axe, correct?
Where did you learn that? Who have you been talking to?
Can I roll an insight before I answer to see if she looks nervous or surprised? Because that'll
do.
depend my answer right there. Trying to get flame broiled by this lich.
Go ahead.
Insight. I'm just waiting for it to look. Give me 1 second. Why is it so hot?
It's getting so good.
Did it roll? No. Hold on, my app's messing up. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, we're all on pins and needles here. Just come on now with it.
I'm trying.
I chewed off half of my fingernails listening to this conversation, even though I'm not knowing this conversation. But
Good thing I don't have fingernails to chew off anymore because I chewed them all off.
You mean you're getting ready to chew? Hey, turn the back on. You're getting ready to chew them off. You're frozen.
All right,
And
do you want to take 10 on this task?
actually, yeah, because it's taking forever to load. If I could, I would love to take 10 for it.
Then what is your bonus for insight?
That 16.
Okay, very good. So you get the feeling that this is not a person that is used to hearing things that surprise her. Hearing things she doesn't know. She may not be aware of the information you are telling her. And this is a goddess of knowledge.
there go the
love
rest of the
confusing-
fingernails.
Yeah, it's like you love doing that tension thing, don't you? Make me
So-
nervous.
She says, "Who have you been talking to?"
My ship companions, actually. As you know, you've been watching. I've only been with them not very long. I've learned many of strange things of our homeland that we live in here. What I need to know is, once I use it, is there some way to prolong the effect so it takes longer? So I actually have time to it? It'd be a dang shame if the person that you're taking an interest in just dropped dead after you had them do their first task.
So you're talking, and she, she's there. You see her, right? She doesn't answer, though. Her smile remains, but her eyes seem to drift away. Not towards the frozen ship and not towards you, but somewhere out, somewhere distant, as if she was searching through memories and thoughts. A moment passes, then another. Because the bond that particular Zil and the axe was not strong enough. Do not make the same mistake.
Give me one. I'm trying to process that and form a response there.
Go ahead and kind of taunt me too.
That's why I'm like, So what do you know of this axe that you could perhaps tell me that I don't possibly know? Can I roll for a persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Want to make sure I got all my bases covered.
Yeah, you better be persuasive.
That is a nat 20 coming out to a 30.
You seem to have stumbled upon something that has perplexed me for a little bit. I've been having trouble with keeping an eye on certain things. And now I know why. Thank you.
Like I've talked too much?
What?
This Zil you speak of from another world, another universe, a parallel Aiken. Yes, that is strange. Quite wild. But I assure you, this Zil, he was powerful, he was clever, and he was resourceful. He was many things. Zil is many things. But a bond is not measured by ability. It is measured by devotion. He began to question, and he began to hesitate. He began to believe his own judgments outweighed the purpose he had been given. And eventually he chose. He chose himself.
Okay. I don't have to harm him, right? Because me and him, that's kind of my buddy now.
No. Zil's purpose was simply move on to another. So now, you shall know yours. The purpose of the axe.
Okay.
Why I require it to be in someone's hands that are loyal.
Now,
I need you to kill my sister.
Wait.
Wait, good job on laying it on thick there, Pat. I lost my train of thought completely there. Sorry. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to say, I need you to kill the prisoner, not my sister. Can I roll for a history to see if I know a little bit about the sister? Obviously, I know a little bit about her. She's my patron, but...
Like, what the...
Okay, so... yeah. Go ahead and roll a history.
You're supposed to kill the prisoner first, get the axe and powerful, and then her sister?
I got a 15.
Valencia Darkbane, the fallen and redeemed. Once I swore an oath to honor, then I was forced to swear an oath of blood. Now I make no oaths, only promises, and I promise this: the darkness that once held me will burn. That's a direct quote from Valencia Darkbane. The darkness, the dawn of a night. Valencia was once a holy warrior, a paladin of Loth, raised alongside her sister Lady Vel in a noble house. Unlike Lady Vel, who pursued knowledge and arcane power, Valencia was devoted to the sword, becoming a warrior of righteous fury and divine judgment. She was a champion of the Spider Queen and a vanguard against the light. However, Valencia's faith was tested when betrayal came not from her enemies but from within. During the Vampire Wars, she led a host of warriors against a rising tide against a rising tide of undeath, seeking to purge the corruption from the lands. But the forces of Dracula, yes, you heard me right, were prepared. A traitor in her ranks turned against her, and she was captured, broken, and turned into a slave. Now a vampire, Valencia was forced into servitude under Dracula. He relished the irony of corrupting one of Loth's great warriors, twisting her into a creature of eternal hunger and unholy might. That's an edit thing. Though her mind screamed in defiance, her body was bound to Dracula's will. Lady Vel's rescue. The breaking of change. It was Lady Vel who refused to abandon her. Though her sister had fallen into darkness, Vel believed she could be saved. In a daring moment of betrayal, Lady Vel shattered the dark bindings that enslaved Valencia, breaking the hold that Dracula once had over her. Though still a vampire, Valencia was no longer his pawn. That is kind of the last thing you really know about her. Except, what was your history?
15.
I'll say you know a little bit more. That's a decent check. So they know a
Thank
little
you,
bit
sir.
after that. Once freed, Valencia did not seek redemption as she forged her own path. Not as a paladin or as a vampire servant, but as a weapon of her own making. Though freed, Valencia still carries the burdens of undeath. She cannot walk in full daylight, nor can she take comfort in the warmth of life. But she does not seek to be saved. She chooses to wield her curse, to use as a tool against those who would spread darkness upon the world. Well, that's
So,
all.
Let me make sure I got this correct.
Remember, history is
went
always
from-
written by those that win.
Yeah. So she started out as a dark crusader, and now she flipped? Pretty much.
Yeah. It's
From the
kinda weird
description.
how
I'm just
history-
making sure I understood what you just said.
Mhm.
You're laying a lot on me tonight, Pat.
Somewhere along the lines, history began to change.
Get mucked up.
Well, history is written by those who win.
Fair. Okay. Well,
But she is
Get
also
axe?
known, and she is also surmised to be the actual Duke of Terra Nova.
any other mind blows you want to?
I
Top of
mean,
my
that
head.
is, and not provided. This is all in the Discord. This is all in the Discord. It's all information that's made available to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I glanced over it, but it didn't register like all of that until you actually. Comprehension's a little better when it's read.
Yeah, but she there are some who say that she and the Duke are the same person. No one's ever seen them in the same room, that kind of thing, whatever, kind of like the Batman thing. No one knows for sure, but they think that they're the same person.
What I'm saying is I've never seen Bruce Wayne and Batman in the same room, man.
All right, so
Okay.
with that,
I'm just taking some notes real quick. Let me check. Get axe,
but the question may
soldier,
be,
and sister.
why Valencia? Right. I'm sure you're curious about why you want her to kill her sister that she went through great lengths to save.
A little bit. Sibling rivalry never makes sense.
Vel smiles, says, because some things are not meant to continue. Valencia
You speak
was
very cryptic.
Valencia was always an anomaly, an interruption, a fragment of something that should have been whole. Death is not always an ending, Erix. Sometimes it is simply the next stage of existence. I want you to bring her to me. After all, she will serve a greater purpose when I am able to welcome her back.
But don't kill her.
All things return to their mother. She looks at you. Life, death, souls, kingdoms.
Okay.
They all pass through my hands.
Makes sense. Can I have a moment to get all that processed?
Oh, by all means. Yeah, take your time.
you laid a
your time.
lot on me there, buddy. I'm sorry.
And so, strangely enough, about that time, she seems like you're kind of, you got your Call of Cthulhu moment going on where you're driving a little bit mad by being this entity from beyond. She's telling you all this crap, and then now she just kind of pats you on the shoulder, good boy, and now she just disappears, right? And everything in the room goes back to normal. The apple finally. Wait. I forgot the apple. She reaches down and picks up the apple on that almost hit your foot. Picks it up. She says, all things die in time. And you watch the apple within her fingers just turn to like dust
You.
as it disintegrates into nothing. And Erix, do not fail me. I will swallow your soul. And then she disappears.
I hear you like this. Got so many. It was her last time with all the emotions, and now it's me. And none of them are lovey-dovey like hers. Hers were nice. Mine's like, damn.
She chose to have an estranged relationship with an assassin. You chose to be a warlock.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I'll accept that.
They're all life choices. All right. I don't make the stories. I just add. You guys make the stories. Okay.
I'm loving every minute.
So, with that, we're gonna need another percentile. Oh,
Who's
wait a
up?
second. Wait a second. I forgot about something. Very important. This
Uh-oh.
week is going to be Shotzee's last week with us for probably a little while, as she's going to have a baby. Okay. I don't know
Well, I'll
necessarily.
probably still play. You know,
Okay.
it just might be a little more interesting for me.
So, well, I had already prepared to hit the fast travel button and get you guys to Chimeria. Would you guys like to go to Chimeria? Or you guys want to wait? See what happens. You guys want to continue the journey
Here.
as all natural, or you want to hit the fast travel button?
I like all natural,
Okay.
except
roll
for
up percentile.
childbirth.
Then roll up percentile. You guys have 2 days of travel remaining.
Yeah, I'll
20
roll the
hours,
percentile.
roughly 20 hours of travel.
Okay, my page's loading. Come on. There we go. Bam. Rolling. Oh, 10.
You're okay.
Rolled 10.
Okay. That is a no encounter. Awesome. Okay. So, next one.
What's up next?
I'll
Would
roll
you
it.
like to roll another?
24.
24.
Got me
So
close. Still no
encounter.
encounter.
All right. Let me go ahead and get another percentile. Who would like to roll?
And another one.
Okay. Looks like Cody wants to roll. Go ahead, Rogar.
Roger.
28.
Oh.
Very good. All right. So, you guys continue making your way without any real issues. Okay. So, we got something else to get through.
What's it? Rolling. Not rolling. Floating along.
Okay. So you guys remember Rick, right?
Big Dick Rick.
What? What was that?
I think she said, "You mean Big Dick Rick?"
I guess so. You guys
That's what I heard.
call him whatever you guys want. But at any
I'm pretty
rate,
sure that's how Siobhan always referred to him. So I'm thinking that's the same Rick.
So where are I'm assuming Shotzee, Eric. We're gonna assume the party's majority. We're gonna assume the whole party's together, congregated somewhere below deck. Okay, just so everyone can be part of this conversation. Okay. And as you guys are all there together, Rick walks into the quarters. You know, he says, "Captain." Not really sure who the captain is, but you have many captains, so he just says captains. He holds out a list. He pulls it from a bunch of papers he has held under his arm. Holds out a list. He says, I've taken the liberty of organizing the crew into proper watches, assigning duties, and identifying areas of concern. I thought maybe you who should I give this to?
It's still talking, right?
This is Rick, the quartermaster.
Okay, Rick. My audio is still iffy.
So he's asking, who does he give this list to? Who's the actual captain of this vessel? Who's taking this list?
That one.
He says that one.
2 different directions.
All right, so gonna approach who he knows as Virix and Shotzee. You guys have been here the longest and so on and so forth. So it's either one of you. He hands the list between the two of you. Who's taking?
Not it.
Shotzee or Virix, it's on you. Okay. All right. He hands you a list. I know you guys are probably like, what is that? I'll open it up.
Wonder why you're flashbanging me. Every time I open it up, it just all white. Crew roster.
Bang. Bangarang.
That's what came to mind for me too.
So it has a roster for your crew. All
That's
those
cool.
good things. Okay. So crew roster for your schooner vessel. Prepared for our first mate, Richard. Richard Hasselhoff. Okay. Total crew members is 15. Okay. Captain support / senior crew member, Richard Slick Rick Hasselhoff. Okay. That's everyone been calling him Slick Rick. So, Toma, or Big T, okay, he comes from the island, okay, that's on the day shift. Bean Holt, also on the day shift, he's also the cook, and he picked him up in Veritha. Jax Mercer, okay, he does the weapons locker and a bit of security and stuff like that, maintains the weapons and so forth. He was picked up in Veritha as well. Got Kai Reno, okay, which is deals with charts and so forth, navigator's assistant. He was actually picked up on the island. Pila Nikeda, also picked up from the island. He deals with the sails and rigging and so forth. And then you got Mako, and he was also from the island. He does with hull repairs. And Darius Flint. He's from Veritha. He's a deckhand. Okay, and then you have the night crew. You got Lonnie, okay, and he's from the island. He essentially runs the night shift, as it were. Seiko, Tavarine, okay, and he is also from the island. And Nelu, also from the island. And then Ika, which is also from the island. There are a few other members of the night shift. Of the crew, sorry. And that would be Silas Crow, which is night shift security. Okay. You got Erlich Dane, which is the medic, and Thomas Varr, which is another deckhand. And the little crew member that could, Little Vin Corso. He's a cabin boy and a runner. He sends messages, deals with cleaning. You might recognize him. He calls everyone captain. Everyone that's bigger than him, and everyone is bigger than him. But that's your crew. Okay, and that's your list of crew members and so forth for you. Okay? He says, I have also have a list of those that need to stop their gambling during their off hours. You know, unfortunately, it's most of them. The ship is running well, though. Crew respects you, but respect without structure becomes chaos. He gives a look around. And we already have enough chaos aboard this ship, as he glances in Zill's direction. Or Zill's empty chair over there next to Virix, you know, wherever Zill's in. Virix, are you here? I don't think Virix is here. I think Siobhan may be gone.
She may have taken a nap. Let's.
Macaroni with the
With the
chicken
chicken tenders.
strips.
Can I get a?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I might know most of your soundboard by heart now. I have it favorited.
Nice.
Use yours quite a bit.
yeah.
Especially-
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think
Visions.
Virus may be asleep. That's okay. So she probably she'll get over it. I'm sure. Okay. So Zant glances in Zill's direction and says, some of that chaos walks and talks. Okay. After you guys take a look at the list and so forth, whatever. Rick asks if he has permission to speak freely.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So the the ship rocks a bit gently, waiting for you guys to, as Richard kind of prepares himself, stands there, clears his throat a little bit, says, I have concerns. His eyes drift towards the upper deck, in the direction of wherever, you imagine Zill might be. It's not about the crew, and it's not about the ship. The crew's solid, and the ship is sound. And its supplies are right where they should be. It's your elf. Now, before anyone gets defensive and whatnot, I want you to understand that I'm not questioning his usefulness. I've seen useful men before. Useful men tend to be the dangerous ones. He folds his arms before continuing. He appears when he wants. He disappears when he wants. He knows things he shouldn't know. He knows people he shouldn't know. And every time someone asks where he's been, everyone suddenly decides they'd rather talk about the weather. So, that sort of thing makes sailors nervous, you see. Makes officers nervous, too. He adjusts himself. A ship works because people know where everyone stands. I know where every sailor sleeps. I know who can climb rigging. I know who drinks too much. I know who will run towards trouble and who will run away from it. But I have no idea where that man stands. All of a sudden you hear out of the darkness, must be difficult hearing that much concern, carrying that much concern around. As everyone turns, Zill is lounging on a crate he definitely wasn't sitting on just a moment ago. He has one boot crossed over the other, smirking. Explains why you walk around like you've got a broom handle shoved up your arse.
Oh my god, he wants to die.
So much
Bill's gonna kill him.
Silence in the entire ship. A sailor nearby immediately finds something fascinating to look out elsewhere. He just goes and just walks off. He's like, nope, not getting in the middle of this.
Like, oh, somebody must be calling my name. I heard it.
But Rick fires back. He doesn't get angry, though. Says, and there he is. See? Appears out of nowhere. Normal people use doors. Zill
Sorry.
shrugs. Normal people are boring. Rick takes a step closer to Zill. Not aggressively, just professionally. You know what my problem is, Zill? The aforementioned stick up your rectum, Zill says. No, trust. That's what my problem is, Zill. I don't trust men that keep secrets from everyone around them. Especially when those secrets tend to leave bodies behind. Zill stands up slowly. You think I don't know what people say? Outlaw, assassin, thief, monster. Most days they're right, he says with a shrug. But even I've never lied about being dangerous. Only fools pretend to be what they aren't. He looks directly at Rick. You keep these men alive. You keep these people alive. I respect that. Truly, I do. But if something comes for this ship, he smiles. You'll be very happy that I'm aboard this ship. Rick kinda, okay. That may be, Zill. You may be right. But if nothing comes for this ship, Zill raises an eyebrow, then I'll continue hoping that you fall overboard. Sound good? Zill says, fair enough. And they go there.
Yeah, he's got them flotation devices on the back side.
Make sure you got your life jacket on, sir. Have to take it, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what Siobhan was going to think about that conversation.
I would have loved to have her here for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure she'll be upset that she missed that. But yeah, Rick goes back to doing what he was doing with the ship and the crew and whatnot. And Zill goes back to doing Zill things. Okay?
Zill things.
So with that, that's weird. So, you guys about to roll another percentile, I think.
I guess it helped us unmuted. I got it.
All right.
1 percentile. That is a 28, sir.
All right. 28 is a no encounter. Continuing on.
Jackpot.
All right.
So I gotta. What can I roll to see if I notice Eric's is a little different?
Oh yeah, he seems a little stiff. If you're able to notice.
Go ahead and roll an insight on Eric's.
Okay.
Eric's may be a second. I gotta sneeze real quick.
That's a 14.
Do I need to oppose that?
So, if you are attempting to conceal your intentions or whatever, then yes, you would roll a deception.
My head is telling me to go that way, so I don't know what to do. So I'm out trying to stay
You
shut.
cannot. You can simply choose not to. You know, you're not trying to deceive her. You know, you're just open book, and then yeah, she can. Yeah, for sure. You definitely see that he looks a little bit shaken. Like he's seen
Okay.
something, yeah, that you'll never be able to unsee. And you don't think it was a conversation between Zill and Rick.
Mentally note that and just kind of keep a watch on him as a ranger might. And just kind of see how day plays out. But I did notice something's a little off about him.
Indeed.
How'd you know one of my legs was shorter than the other?
Shazaz.
Shazam!
Can't tell if I go like this.
You have one custom shoe that's a little taller.
Got like 5 inches of sole on the bottom, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
Move it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, with that, you're just gonna put a pin in that for right now. Is that correct, Shotzee?
Yes.
In that case, let's go ahead and get another percentile roll. And Erix, by all means, is there anything you'd like to bring up to the crew?
You did the percentile.
Like, are you wanting to talk to the crew about your experience, or are you keeping that secret for an hour, or whatever, private?
I would like to actually, as everybody's meandering and whatnot, I want to casually walk over to Zill, lean in closer. Not exactly trying to be super sneaky and suspicious, but I want to let him know. I want to talk to you later. Something only me and you should be around for with less ears.
Understood.
Say, after everybody goes to bed and first shift starts.
All right. Let me go and get another percentile then.
26.
26?
36.
36. No encounter. All right, let me go and get another one.
Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Does Cody want to get one?
Anyone want to roll a percentile?
I've got one.
Okay.
38.
38. Haven't heard from you in a minute there, Ryan. Nice. That's a no encounter. And, okay, very good. Rogar, go ahead and go next.
Get it, Rogar.
And don't worry, Rogar and Ryan. I know I write up a bunch of little personal interactions between, you know, NPCs and other things. You guys are kind of strangers to this world right now. Don't worry, you guys will get your little career. You guys, you know, whatever, making friends. And
Get
things.
your little spotlight.
And I do have some stuff prepared for you. It's just not here on this ship just yet. All right, 12.
Gotta
is a
go with
no
the flow.
encounter. All right, let me go ahead and get another. But you, of course, you guys already know that you guys are free to do whatever, and attempt anything you would like to do, and of course converse with anyone about any of the things that have been going on board the ships.
Well,
Okay,
then,
so-
real quick.
Yeah.
Mr. Ryan and Mr. DM. I believe, not last session, but the one before that, Me and Ryan were below deck working on a mechanical bird. Can I check in with Mr. Ryan?
Yeah.
Sure.
Make your way down to see him. He's tinkering away on something, either playing with something or drawing up a blueprint of his next project.
Mr. Ryan isn't available, but Mr. Spencer is.
Listen, you got 3 names there. It's Ryan, Andrew, and then Spencer. It's hard to keep track of.
Spencer.
So I'll approach him. Mr. Spencer,
Yes.
about those scrap pieces that we found that you were tinkering with, trying to perhaps build?
Yes, actually, it
How's
is
it coming
ready. The bird is right here.
I was not expecting. Okay.
I've already rolled for it. You said it'll take like 3 hours, and I had the time. It's done.
Had
That's
no
fair.
encounters. No encounters, so.
So I pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So how big is this thing? Because the only ones that I saw were way up in the sky, and I was a little bit drunk.
Great question. Absolutely great. So, it's gonna be roughly about the size of like a football. You know, it's not huge. It's not massive. You
Okay.
know,
It's about the size of a rock.
it's essentially, you know,
Just
it's
below
made
deck,
to look
you
like
know?
a hawk. So it's hawk sized.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know what I was asking the man to build. You just told me there were parts for a bird. It was like, bet.
Bird.
Yeah, it looks like a hawk, like a red-tailed hawk, only it's made of brass.
Made a bird. It's a bird made a bird.
That may be a warlock, but how do I turn it on?
That's a great.
I'm looking at
question.
Spencer with an eyebrow raised.
How do you turn it on?
Talk to it lovingly.
You rub its beak.
So,
See, there's a button right where his butthole is. And you just kind of press
What?
it.
No. Nothing needs to go through a robot bird.
so,
That's
Stop
how
it.
I was
Oh, wait,
able to
yeah.
control it. It just made sense
Oh.
there.
good news, bad news. Okay. Good news is you have a working, you know, automaton / hawk. Bad news is, you don't have the working parts to see through the ox eyes the way that a bounty hunter would do, because he also has mechanical implants.
Well, damn, I got a blind bird.
No. It can.
I
You know,
know.
I'm just saying that it can basically they use them almost like a periscope in some ways. You know, just kind of go and search the things out. It can you know, return to them and gives them basically like a readout of some kind or whatever that they would then, you know.
Like a scout.
So it's like it'll take out. Okay, all right. So my dad used to talk about these old seeds.
Can I make him like a monocle of bird seeing?
I look distinguished.
So my dad used to talk about how he used to get trained for doing like old CNC machines, and I imagine it's very similar to the same thing. Okay, I know that sounds weird, but essentially what the bird's gonna do, it's gonna shit out a little card. Okay.
That can't be sanitary.
I know. It shits out this little card. And the card is actually metal. It has a bunch of punch holes in it. Okay? Those punch holes are actually like zeros and ones.
The Matrix.
And so then you would take that card and then put it in another thing that Ryan is going to have to create, okay, in order to read that card. So it can tell you what the hawk is trying to explain.
And I hold up the metal card. Hey, sir.
Yes.
I'll hand it to Spencer.
What? Yes. Oh, yes. This. Once you get 10 holes, you get a free ride on the subway.
10 holes free ride on the subway? Why did the bird shit out a subway token that gives me a free ride after 10?
I'm
At
spending
least
with
get an airplane ticket, dang.
So I'm just going to have to build a contraption to output its input to make sure you can see what it can see. Sort of thing.
I'm gonna smile and give you a thumbs up, slowly backing away, shaking my head. Sure, buddy.
There are also like there are also other cards that you can feed into it. Okay, and what these cards do is basically it'll tell it
Their personalities.
in a manner of speaking. Yes, it kind of tells it like whenever the birds were up there and they were just doing a circle around the. Well, that's a card that he sticks in to get it to do that.
Must be
another
a vulture
card to get it to go do this and then come back and whatever, you know. So he doesn't talk to the machine; he talks to the machine.
I see what you did there.
All right.
It's kind of like the rovers that they put on like Mars and shit, where they have
Analog.
fabricated what do you call it, code for it to just do a certain task and then report
Protocol.
back.
Right. Exactly. You know, you get it. It's all runs off analog shit. It's an analog computer. It's old school
That's cool.
analog computer. They had them in fucking ancient Egypt.
Yes.
What?
Metal floppy
They
disk.
had computers way before, you know. Okay, so there was a time. Okay, you ready? There was a time where there was a bunch of dudes would sit around thinking about all kinds of crap all day long, and that's really all they fucking did. All they did was think about crap. And they'd come up with little inventions and stuff like that. They'd take these machines to, like, you know, whoever the proprietor was, the lord or whatever, the king and stuff like that. But none of those little things ever went out to mass public to, like, help people and do things and whatever. Okay? Because it was just, you know, how did you know, they were, so just think that there was scientists back in the day. They just didn't preach to the masses because most people couldn't even freaking understand what they were talking about. Okay? It's not even a thing. You know what I mean? So a lot of their libraries, these world libraries and stuff like that, they were there as this collection of knowledge and so forth, but no one really knew how to talk to them because they were all a bunch of dorks. Does that make any sense?
No, that was
Yep.
perfect, Pat.
Okay. All right. They just sat around thinking all day and talking and whatever. But there was no practical application to any of the things they were doing. But they made computers. They made all kinds of crap. All kinds of crap. They made their first digital computer. They made freaking lights, bro. They had batteries. Yeah.
And
Anyway.
I roll a history to
Yeah,
find out
yeah,
if
just what Cody had.
this
Yeah.
said type of machinery. Machinery for. Is it legal for me to have? Am I gonna get in trouble if someone sees me with this? Because the way you just described it, that's military tech.
It is military tech.
It is
And that
military.
should not be in my hands.
It should not.
It quite literally is military tech.
It quite literally is.
I just want to make sure before we walk into a town. On Polly, fly! Hey, where'd you get that? I found it. Likely story, sir. Come with me.
But the cool thing is that once you're able to understand how to talk to it, Ryan, okay, Cody, you know, our artificers in the group, you can get it to do all kinds of things. You just have to punch the right holes in the card in the right sequence in order to communicate to it the right way. You know, explain.
Yeah.
Them, you know.
The cruise missile drone as
Once
a
you're able to
civilian.
talk.
Thank you, Cody. Great way to break that down. I love
You have
it.
a cruise
Cruise
missile
missile
drone
drone.
as a civilian. Yes, kind of. You kind of do.
Who gave nuclear access to the warlock? Who thought that'd be a good idea?
There's no warheads involved, but you know, yeah. Okay, never mind. Okay. Someone roll percentile.
Yeah, but when you mix magic in with that, it might as well be.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a percentile to keep you guys moving. 24. Would anyone else like to roll a percentile? Go ahead.
How's a 6%?
Yeah, it's a no encounter. Okay. All right. So, who wants to roll the next?
Percentile coming your way.
Oh yeah. Giggity giggity.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Ooh, 'tis a 68.
A 68. Okay, so
No.
go ahead and roll a d20.
Time for fun.
What was that, Pat? Roll a
Please
what?
roll a d20.
D20.
D20. D20 says 7.
Good news.
I rolled a 32 on my 20.
Kraken is no longer 7.
Oh, great.
Woo.
Shit, yeah.
At least before we
What?
knew what we were getting when we hit a 7.
Bad
Yeah.
news. uh. Ooh boy, I never. That's weird.
I don't like the sound of that.
Pick
I
a
like
number.
the sound of ooh boy.
Pick a number between 1 and 8.
7.
All right, roll an 8-sided die.
Well, that came up to 7 as well.
How about that? All right.
That was a lot of 7s. What
So- As you're making your way along, your adventure, all of a sudden out of nowhere you start hearing this strange song. It kind of appears out of nowhere.
Oh.
Under the sea, under the sea. I'm just kidding.
Everything's better under the sea. Sorry.
Everything's better when you are wetter. Yes, you will see.
What did you just do? Do this song.
Nothing. That was beautiful. It was sang by the angels.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
Perception check. I got a 25. Shots is being
19.
deceptive.
Okay. So those that roll over a 15, okay, you see beyond just hearing. Those that don't, you still hear it. I assure you. Okay. All right. So, you are hearing what sounds like this very haunting tune. Beautiful, angelic, alluring. I need everyone to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
I got a 7 for that perception too. Do I still need to? Did I even hear it?
So, yeah, unless you are
Okay.
actively trying not to hear it, you hear it because, yeah, it's a thing. 300 feet, you hear it. Okay?
And what saving throw is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
So if
I'm on
you
roll high again.
Oh, okay.
if you have any immunities or different spell-like effects that may affect being charmed, please let me know now.
No, but I am going to use my daily inspiration die to reroll. That is so much better than a 3. Let me look at my modifier real quick.
So,
It's probably a pass.
Cody has been played with natural ones, and he has rolled 2 natural ones in a row. One for the perception check, and now for the wisdom save. So,
Oof.
he does not see that there are these angelic-like beings in the water calling to you to come and join them as they sing their melody, these sirens, calling you to join them in the deep. Everything's better when you are wetter, yes, you will see. As they continue singing their song. Okay? Alright? So you see Cody, or Rogar, and he's, just making his way up the stairs towards the, whatever. I'm assuming you can't see the ship because you can't see him because you're not outside. So as you make your way up, you're just slowly making your way towards that destination. Cody, you're going to have 3 turns. Okay? You're going to have 3 chances. Okay? To try to break this whole deal before you are in the water. Okay? All right?
Backflip.
Those of you that are among the crew, go ahead and roll perception checks to notice Cody has been bamboozled.
Well, I was looking through my arsenal, and I have protection from evil and good that I can cast at will. But it was a little long of the description, so I don't know. Is that something I could do, like right away?
You can
Because I
surely
got a
try.
22. I got a 22 on my wisdom saving throw, and I just.
Okay. So what was your
Is it
saving
an
throw?
aura effect? Is it a stealth effect?
This is a spell.
I guess my question is, do I know that they're sirens, and can this protect him against them?
Okay. Okay. This. Forgive me. I was reading something. What are you talking about here? What trinket item?
Protection from good and evil.
Yeah, it's my staff, and it says at will, and I wanted to know if it could protect Rogar from the Siren Song?
It's a great question. Why don't you go ahead and read the description of protection against good evil?
Okay. It's a concentration spell, lasts up to 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against creatures that are, is that arboriaceous? Okay, wait. Celestials,
Apparitions.
elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be possessed by or gain the charmed or frightened conditions from them. If the target is already possessed, charmed, or frightened by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
So, why don't you go ahead and roll me a nature check?
Perception.
You're like the Swiss Army knife.
She's
of
trying to figure out
action.
whether or not this will affect.
It'll
the
work.
creature.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to help her draw that conclusion. Okay, you now know what the spell does.
Yep.
Now then, roll a nature check. See what these are.
My nature check came up to 21.
These are fae creatures.
So it'll work, yeah.
So I can protect him with this spell.
You
Yes.
most certainly can.
You can give him advantage on his charm saves.
Well,
if
what
you
is it?
notice it.
What that said is they can't be charmed.
Or if
Yeah,
they're
I'm
already
try-
under the condition, they get advantage
They get
on
an advantage.
saves against. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm just trying to protect Rogar from the siren song so he doesn't literally jump off the fucking
Yeah.
ship.
all right, Rogar. So you get an opportunity to make a save, make another save. Go ahead and roll again with advantage.
Got that song stuck in my head now, Pat.
And
Thank you.
remember what I said? I said roll again with advantage. I did not say roll. Make that same check with advantage. It means you roll 2 new die. Nice. So as you cast your spell on Rogar, you see that the whatever spell-like effect that was afflicting him is relieved. But you guys can still hear the sounds of the siren, okay? But you guys are not sticking around to see what is going on, right?
Correct.
You guys trying to book it?
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know any way to like try and defeat some sirens except for we plug our ears with whatever we have. Yeah, and GTFO.
So you do notice members of the crew are, very, methodically, Rick is warning people, cover your ears and stuff like that, and you do see members of the crew that are being influenced by the siren as well, the same way that Rogar was, okay? And he is, and right now Rick, with like, this is the first time he's run into this problem, apparently. So he's got like, his hands over his ears and he's hollering out orders and so forth, and he's getting the men to, try to get the ship moving again, okay? And so he's doing his best. Go ahead and let's go ahead and roll to see if you guys can get the ship out of here in a quickly manner. We're gonna make that roll with disadvantage.
Yay.
Okay, so what is it we roll?
So you're gonna roll
2
2
d20s.
and we're
Pick
gonna
the
add
lowest.
plus 10 to the roll.
Disadvantage is you roll twice and take the lower number.
Correct.
Okay, just double checking. I know there's a fast way. I just don't remember how.
You so if you're using your phone, you just hold down on the button you want to do, and another little menu will pop up, and it'll give you the option for disadvantage. If you're using a computer, you're gonna right click on it, and it'll give you the same menu.
Shall we use Flash Genius for this? I think it'd be a very good benefit to have a plus 8 plus 8, yeah, between the two of us.
I rolled a 6.
So 6 would be
Yeah, I'm popping
16
Flash
total.
Genius.
So 8 with 8 on top of that, right? Is that right? Would it give it a success?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d4. Someone roll a d4.
Who's doing it?
You're doing it.
All right, I'll roll it. You guys get 2.
Whoa.
Okay, so that means 4. Essentially translates to 4. Okay, all right. So you guys got off and moving again. Okay, leaving the sirens behind you. It's about 11 o'clock now. I'm thinking this is probably a good time to start winding down here. We've already lost Virix and so forth, and I don't want to get too far ahead before we have a chance to talk to her about, the growing development between Zill and Rick could be interesting. You're going to need to talk to her about that axe there, Cody, because if you want it, you got to get it from her. Okay, and so we're going to need Virix to do much more with that.
Yeah.
But we'll say for right now, Zill and Virix are getting some alone time together. There might be some makeup sex going on. I don't know. Sounds like that was what Virus was aiming for. Given the fact that you guys share a room there at Shotzee, with a curtain drawn over the middle, you might just, give them a room for a little bit. She does. Virus just say she feels bad about the idea that you're probably in your room a lot and hearing, things and stuff.
Well, I don't have to sleep. I could just kind of meditate and be fine. I don't have to lay down on a bed.
Sleep. No. This is more like a place for you to rest. That's why
I'm gonna make a hammock out of the nets. Shit, I'll go sleep on the deck.
That's also why earlier in the session I didn't mention you were laying down on the bed to go to sleep. You were just laying down to rest your head for a little bit. Just to relax. Because elves do not sleep. I have not forgotten you were an elf. But with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and pause here, put a pin in this, and unless there's anything anyone else wanted to do before we take off.
No, it's all good. I had fun, and my phone is dying, so you kind of picked the perfect time.
All right. And good luck with the whole having a baby, bringing another life form into this world. Good luck with all that. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Oh, yeah. It'll be good.
Okay. All right, so...
It'll be good.
And then we'll have another member of the party.
Indeed. And with that, thank you for joining us out there in YouTube land. Of course, remember that be kind to each other. We're all in this world together. And say goodnight, everyone.
And don't forget to drink W Energy.
W Energy. GG. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
W, then fuck you. No, just kidding.
Get out of my channel.